right, listen to me. If you don't yet have a merino wool, beautiful Irish throw, you really need one. I bought one so many years ago. I am not kidding you, so many years ago. I'm gonna guess maybe 25 years ago. I had it before we moved into the house we're in now, and we've been there 21 years. But anyway, the fact is this is from Kilronan. It's a super soft merino wool throw. Just gorgeous. The colors are amazing, and I'm gonna go through them with you. This one right here is called Toasted Oat. That's the toasted oat. It's like an oatmeal, kind of what we would call oatmeal color, just stunning. Then right next door to that is the natural. And so that's the color that basically back about 25 years ago, was the only color we had. So I got that color, and that's the color I've had all these years. Then we have this. Oh, yeah, I called it natural, but I meant, yes, sorry, thank you for stopping me for a second. I called it natural, but it's called Classic Aran. Yeah, thank you. Then we actually have an ocean gray, and that's gonna be back here. So that one is the ocean gray, right there. Then we come back to this one. This is called Blue Sailing, and fewer than 200 to go around. So that's called Blue Sailing. That is a beautiful, lighter, almost a baby boy blue. And then back here is Seafoam Green. Fewer than 200 to go around. Those are not gonna last long, I can tell you right now. And then this beautiful color is called Winter Rose. It's like a beautiful mauve color. So let me just tell you, if we take a look at all of them, Toasted Oat, this is called Classic Aran. This one is Blue Sailing, Seafoam Green. I'll pop that up there so you can see it. Winter Rose right next door. And back here, the classic, Ocean Gray. Ocean Gray right there. All right, we want to bring in Kieran Costello because he brings us the Kilronan pieces. And I'll tell you what, Kieran, these are some of the best, let me get that off my microphone, the best throws ever. I'm gonna just tell everybody, I'm gonna stand up, 72 by 38. So they're nice and big, and they're so soft. What makes this so soft, Kieran?
Hi, Mary Beth. So, as you know, everything that we bring to QVC are all made from merino wool, and even regular merino wool is extremely soft. I mean, the merino sheep is bred for its very soft fleece, rather than its flesh. And the super soft merino brings a merino wool really to a higher level again. The super soft merino is really the premium of merino yarns. So you're starting off with a very soft yarn to begin with, but the super soft really is the premium end of the merino scale. Yeah. So that really is what makes it so soft. I mean, really, it almost feels like cashmere. It really is extraordinarily soft.
It is. It's the kind you want to cuddle up with, and it is so worth the price. I'm just going to tell you right now, these will last. Now, they are dry clean only. All right, so, but you aren't going to have to do that often. The other thing is you can always just put them outside and let them just kind of, go back and forth in the breeze and just kind of air them out.
Exactly.
But
because wool itself, sorry to cut across you, Mary Beth, but wool itself is to some extent stain resistant.
Right.
So as you say, I mean, the amount of care that it requires, is absolutely minimal.
150 more have already been ordered. This has been so popular today. That's why I say don't wait till tonight when everybody is at work right now gets home. This is this is Ocean Gray right here. Ocean Gray, and it's a beautiful gray. It even has a little hint of blue to it, like a deeper blue. But tell me about these gorgeous knits and the wonderful stitches that are on here.
Yes, and of course, as we all know, really the defining hallmark of our knitwear is that intricate stitch detail. And of course, each stitch comes with its own symbolism. And the people on the Aran Islands, I mean, our company, our brand originated on the Aran Islands. three small islands off the west coast of Ireland. And the people of the Aran Islands, they used their way of life, their religious beliefs, their family values, all as inspiration for the different stitches. So each stitch, as I say, is steeped in symbolism, each with a very positive wish for the owner or the wearer in terms of garments. So for example, we have here, I mean, essentially what we have in this garment, in the blanket or a throw, is a mosaic or a patchwork featuring most of the most famous of the Aran stitches. So of course we're looking there at the cable, and the cable is probably the most common of all the Aran stitches. And the cable, of course, is inspired by the fisherman's rope, wishing the wearer safety and good luck. So there's a number of different cables, big cables, small cables, as you will have indeed in the fishing world.
Right.
And then beyond the cables, then we have a stitch here which we call the link stitch. And the link stitch is reminiscent of people's desire to keep a link with their relatives that may have emigrated or that may have passed into the next life. So it's that desire, you know, to keep family connections. So that's, as I say, the symbolism involved in the link stitch. We also, of course, have the diamond stitch.
Yes.
And
Where's
of course,
my
the
diamond? I'm looking for it here.
Oh, yeah. It's in a number of different places.
Yeah.
And the diamond is, of course, wishing the wearer success and wealth.
Wealth. That's right.
And then even built into the diamond, we have a little bit more cable detail, you know, all of which is just, you know, adding a little bit more luxury, you know, into the garment. So, as I say, yeah, so many different stitches, so many different variations of different stitches, all steeped in symbolism.
72 inches long, 38 inches wide. I don't know if we can get any kind of wide shot to see just how big this is. It's bigger than my arms can stretch, I will tell you that right now. But look at the size of that and the beauty of it. Now this one is that seafoam green, and it's very, very popular, and it's going to be hard to find. 125 left to go around. And all you have to do is, you see what I did with this one over here? You just drape it over a chair. Just take it and drape it over, you know, the end or the corner of a beautiful sofa, and that is gorgeous. I want to come back to this blue right here. This is the blue, and this one is called, let me say, Blue Sailing. And this too, there's not many to go around, and it's like almost like a baby boy blue. It's so pretty. 135 of these to go around, and this is called Blue Sailing, like sailing on a cloudless sky. It's that kind of detail and that kind of color. So if you want this, if you know somebody who's having a little boy or just had a little boy, what a beautiful, beautiful piece to be able to give them as a gift. And don't forget, this is customer top rated. Maybe we'll get a chance to see some of the reviews, but customers have bought these in the past and have written reviews about them, and they absolutely love them. Here they come. Gave this throw to my husband for Christmas. He covers up, cat crawls on his lap, and they are both out like lights. That shows you it's super soft merino wool. This one purchased for my sister-in-law for Christmas. She really loves the color, the rose, and the quality of the throw. Let me show you that rose, that beautiful rose right here. And we call this winter rose. That's what I was trying to see. 800 of the winter rose left. Beautiful ecru color. That's the classic Aran with different stitches, perfect to throw over a chair or at the end of the bed. And that's what these are all about. I received the green one. It is as soft as advertised, and the green is as shown on TV. This is that winter rose, if you want to get that one. It's stunning, just beautiful. It's such a sophisticated kind of pink mauve. And here's one. Everything about this is perfect. I'm reading the thing. Longer size, soft, not heavy, smooth texture, color, pattern. I use it every time I take a rest or a nap. Wow, that just put it all in a nutshell. And you can get this home for less than $20 a month on a credit card. That's why you buy this now. You get it now. Let me show you the colors again. I'll go walk you through these colors because they're just gorgeous. And there's not, you know, very many left in some of the colors. Let me show you. This beautiful seafoam green, 6 dozen left. If you want that gorgeous seafoam green, 6 dozen left. I'm going to go over to the blue one over there. There's 2 different ones, and I put them together because I wanted to show you something. This one is the blue, called blue sailing. This one is called ocean gray. So this one is definitely more gray, but it has a hint of blue to it, but it's deeper. This is called blue sailing. How many left? 100 left in this blue sailing and a few more in the gray. Then we come over to kind of some of our natural colors. This is what I call natural because that's what a lot of the sweaters are called in this color, but we're calling this classic Aran. And it's just that classic Aran color and stitches and beauty. And if you're giving a gift, this is the color I think would be a great one to give. We have about 500 left. And then this is toasted oat. And it's that beautiful, beautiful oatmeal kind of color, taupe color, that sort of thing. But all of these are marled yarns, Kieran, and we're going to talk about that. And here's winter rose. Look at that pretty one. Oh my word, that's so pretty. Kieran, talk to us a little bit about these marled yarns and how much work that really is. It does make it more expensive and more difficult to make.
Yes, indeed. I mean, the actual yarn itself, it's not that we mix 2 different coloured yarns. It's even more intricate. It's more intricate than that. The actual colour, the multicolours, is actually built into the strand of yarn. So it's deep-seated in the actual yarn itself.
Yeah.
So the work, to be honest with you, the work more goes into the manufacturing of the yarn more than it does into the knitting. So the yarn that comes into us is already extremely rich and textured because of that marled effect. But it really does add, a totally fresh dimension, a new dimension to what otherwise, could be a dull colour. The colours really, those marled yarns, that marled effect really does add something special, I think, to the overall appearance. Whether it's a sweater or a throw, it accentuates the positives, associated with the detail of the stitch detail. So not only are you getting a very intricate stitch detail, but you are, on top of that, you are getting really something very special in terms of the colours.
You know what's interesting? You can hardly tell the front from the back. I was just looking at that and I thought, it's not like you're going to look at one side and go, oh, that's the back. Look at that. Look how beautiful this side is. That is the back, but it's hard to imagine. Here is the front side. But really, the only difference is that there's a little bit more dimension on the front side, but they're both absolutely gorgeous. It doesn't matter which side is showing because everybody's going to just say, this is the softest merino wool. Go back. Oh, by the way, 800 of these already ordered. We'll go through colors again in a moment. Really quickly, remind us, Kieran, why is this considered what we call super soft merino wool? It's the A+ of merino wool, right?
Yes, it is. And so it's important that we do make that distinction because, as I was saying, like all merino wool is very soft.
Yes.
But the super soft is in a clearly distinctive category at the very top of the pinnacle, at the very top of the pyramid. Super soft is the very the exclusive highest end possible, in merino wool. When merino wool is shorn, as a fleece off the sheep, it is all graded. And regular merino, as we all know, is a very beautiful, very soft yarn. But the super soft is set aside and is categorized differently and must pass different tests and is, as I say, a finer, more exclusive yarn, clearly evident in the handle of the product.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I have had these throws. I've touched them every year. This is by far the softest I've ever had. I would not say that if that wasn't true. These, all you have to decide is the color, and I think that's the hardest part. This one, let me give you the names. This one is called Blue Sailing. 6 dozen left in a beautiful light blue. This is called Ocean Gray. 900 left. This is that seafoam green. Guess what? Gone. Here's that classic Aran in that natural color. 450 left. Toasted oat. 900 left. And then that beautiful winter rose color. 700 left. Just know when Jane Rudolph Tracy gets her hands on this later tonight, there won't be any left, so make sure you get what you can. Karen, thank you so much. Such a pleasure to see you again. And
Thanks
Kieran will be back. He's got another great piece to show you, which happens to be a vest with pockets all done in the merino wool. So we will talk with him about that again in just a little bit. Here, I'll give you this there. Thank you so much. All right, we are coming back to talk about another beautiful piece.